All right, welcome to the Franchise Time Machine. Kakin Santa, good to see you already in the chat. Thank you for being here. We are going to be testing out a new version of Creator Roster. I've been tinkering with it for about a week, and we're just trying to narrow down the rules to make it so that it's realistic to hit a 500 win percentage. And the first test was definitely not enough. We finished with 42 wins. So I've got details on the first couple of tests and the rules for tonight. We've got a pack giveaway form ready to go too. In fact, unlike usual, I actually already have it done, so I can put that in the chat now. Let me publish that form. We'll go over it still in the stream like we usually do, but this way, when we get raiders, Dr. Dynastic is very kindly going to raid into us today. So when the raiders arrive, we can just point them directly to the pinned chat for a 10-pack giveaway form. I do think people who have watched the first two tests in the late night stream will have a little bit of an advantage. But I'm okay with that. I think it's okay to give a little bit of edge to our regular viewers. I'm okay with that. So here's the link. Let me put that in here. Link to form for today's, it's an afternoon stream after all, today's 10-pack giveaway. All right, good luck, everybody. There's no real benefit to getting it in early, so you may want to wait till the team's generated. But I did put in the form kind of the positions we'll be going with tonight or today, and I think I put in some information about the first two tests. I call this test number two because test number one was not really a studs and duds test. It was just a duds test. It was just what happens if the whole team is scrubs. This is the second test of what happens when you then put some legend level players in the mix. So last night we did 5. And I actually thought that was gonna be too many. I was gonna do 4. But I said, okay, you know what? Let's just go with 5. Maybe we'll be lucky. We'll nail it on the first try instead of having to go 4 and then 5 and then getting it. Like, okay, let's just maybe nail it on the first try. I was way off. And it goes to show, as much as I've played in the base game and as much as I've kind of tinkered around with different ways to play the base game, um, there's no way to predict how some of these things are going to work out. You know, my goal is in one of these tests to land somewhere around 81 and 81 so that as people figure out better ways to play, better strategies for what positions to pick, maybe get luckier with the dice rolls. But yeah, it did not work out that way. We went 42 and 120. So still historically bad. But we'll go over that a little bit more when everybody gets here. There's also a bit of a rule change that I can go over here. Actually, we can just make the change to the slide in real time. Because one thing we found is we need to give ourselves 10 dice rolls, even at the stud level. So last night we did five, basically 5 dice rolls or 5. We generated 5 legend level players for each one, and pick one and deleted 4. I think to give ourselves a fighting chance, we're going to do 10 of those. For the scrubs, we did 10, just to have any chance of finding a decent player. Um, the other thing we noticed is the relief pitcher quality has been boosted in the player creation engine. And we noticed that. We had actually commented quite a bit in our streams during Creator Roster and during Lowball that, man, the relief pitchers get bad fast. As you go down this list from Legend to Scrub, I mean, at good level, you're already seeing like 1 star, 1.5 star relief pitchers. And apparently OTP heard about that. Not from us, but I'm sure from other users too. I know like Dr. Dynastic was doing um, a lot of player creation for Red Rock League. All these online leagues are probably using the player creation engine. So it was sure to come up. So OTP developments, to their credit, did improve the quality of the relief pitchers as you went down the quality spectrum. So they're noticeably better. The starting pitchers, we never really noticed a problem with it because during low ball, we want bad starting pitchers, and during standard creative roster, you would never pick a scrub starting pitcher because we know how bad they are. But in doing this, the scrub starting pitchers are as bad as the scrub relief pitchers used to be, and I'm fine with them being half star because they're supposed to be scrubs. But I was expecting a little bit of variability. Some 1.5, some half stars, some 1 stars. We were lucky to get 1 stars yesterday, and so we may have to change the rules also so that starting pitchers can be bench. Or we can maybe ask OTP develops, can you do for starting pitchers what you did for relief pitchers and kind of give them a little bit of a boost, especially at the low end. It's really noticeable at scrub level. So that's what we're gonna tonight. We'll still do scrub level. That might be letting the starting pitchers be bench might be the final adjustment we need to make. But let's see how today's goes. If we're close, then tonight I'll test it with bench level starting pitchers during our nighttime stream. But I feel like we're pretty close. I don't want to go to 7 legends because there's something about still having 20 scrubs that still makes it feels like a small group of legend level players trying to save a team of all scrubs. Like at 20, it still feels very much like a scrub team. Once you get to 7 and 19, it's like, is it really like you don't have that dynamic anymore? So maybe then we keep it at 20, but we mix in some benches. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see, but let's see how today's goes. So we can go ahead and Dr. Dennis is still wrapping up, so we can. Oh yeah, let me show you what our uh, rosters look like. Hold on, I'm adjusting the screen a little bit. Let me zoom it in a little bit more. Okay, here we go. All right, so you can see here. Originally, we had. I just wanted kind of a list so that we're not just. Um, so we're hitting all the roster spots we need for our 26 players with all scrubs. And then yesterday we put in our 5 legend level players. We did a starting pitcher, a second baseman, a shortstop, center fielder, and a right fielder. And it worked out pretty well. Like our scrub center fielder, we had a legend level center fielder. Our scrub center fielder could actually steal bases and play defense. So we actually started him in left field. And he had like 70 something stolen bases, which is funny because his batting average is like 140 something. He got on base, we figured out 120 sometimes, and he stole 73 or 75 bases. So he stole about every time he got on base and had a chance. He only got caught like 12 or 13 times. So really good ratio there. But you have to do stuff like that to make these rosters work. Oh my goodness, I just won PAX and Dr. Dynamics. Um, uh, s- Here's one thing that happened. The With one starting pitcher, we really only had a chance to win one out of every 5 games. So I was thinking if you do three starting pitchers, at least then you have a chance to win 60% of your games, right? And then if you even if you don't win any, then maybe you can get to 500. So I was that's the thought between three starting pitchers is is let's give ourselves a chance in enough games that we could get to 500. So we're only going three position players. That's the risk is we're only going three position players. Now our four position players last night were so good that they finished top four in MVP voting. I mean, that's how good legend level players are. Um, our one starting pitcher did get some Cy Young votes. In fact, finished third, but only went 15-9 because it's a stud pitcher on a bad team. Mostly the bullpen gives away wins, and the run support, it's coming from four guys. And so now that run support problem gets bigger. The bullpen problem is still there, but at least we have three starting pitchers now giving us a chance to win those games. I don't know how that dynamic's going to work out, but that's part of the point of the game. I want to try to solve the problem of a team full of scrubs, a bullpen that bad, half a lineup that bad. This time, way more than half a lineup, and an entire bench that's bad. Can you save that if you pick the right legend level players in the right positions? So that's the challenge. And to me, like that's the fun part. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, for those of you already here, you're gonna have to hear a lot of this twice because we're gonna go over it for everybody as they come in. But let's go ahead and start setting up the simulation. Here's our base game. Here's our 1,850 packs. We just won 10 more from Dr. Dynastic. So that number will continue to go up. We're going to do a new game. Now, we're going to just use a new quick start that we already have. And we'll call this studs, duds, New York Yankees. I should call it version 2 New York Yankees. All right. Okay, we're gonna update the name. No, the Nolan Network played one of our games recently. That's why they're still in there. I play as Mochi Mitsushi, and I am Japanese, so I always make myself Japanese. Got to represent. And we do play in Commissioner mode and cannot be fired. And we're going to take over the Yankees. And as a Mets fan, of course, I want to take over the Yankees and replace them with scrubs. What better baseball fantasy than to see your rival team just replaced with scrubs? I gotta say, it was fun watching the Yankees struggle to win 11 games in a season. All right, so this is what we've got. Um, First thing we need to do is delete out their rosters. Actually, let's just do the mailbox stuff here. So I'm switching the news from the entire world. I'm unchecking the things we don't think we need. Some of the things we do want are like when we get if we get a player of the month or player of the week, I want to be able to go and see that message because it's the easiest way to see what did they do that month or that week. Because if you go to the player profile, you don't. It's not quite as clear, even if you look at the game log. They sum it up for you pretty nicely, so you want that view. So we're gonna limit the interruptions we get here by doing this. Uncheck those boxes. Dr. Dynastic, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you also for the packs that I won at the end of the stream. That does not seem rigged at all, by the way. A different Jason, thank you for subscribing again. Appreciate your continued support of the channel. Uh, yeah, so Ollie North, it's during my late night stream, which I will have one tonight as well. That's where I show people how to rig the drawing. So you'll have to come in at nighttime for that. Pinned to the chat for the Raiders is a form for our 10-pack giveaway. By guessing how this team does, and I'll explain what we're going to be testing out tonight. If you can guess how the team does better than anyone else, you will win 7 packs. Second place will win 3 packs. This is how we give away packs in our stream. We do this every night, whether it's a simulation or a community game or an experiment. I have 10-pack giveaway forms based on guessing how that particular simulation goes. And tonight's is going to be based on guessing how this. Let me put up the title screen again so you can see what we're working on. So tonight, this is one of the many ways that we play the base game in our late night stream. There's a game I've invented called Create a Roster. We've had, I think, almost 20 players now from the community try it out. We have a leaderboard. EVC and NYC2 is the head of that leaderboard right now. We've had a couple people come really close to unseating him, but have fallen one game short. But the way it works is we use the player creation engine. And Dr. Dynastic, I actually came up with the idea for this game, watching you generate players for the Red Rock League. So definite inspiration here. After watching you generate all those players, I'm like, you know what? What would happen if we did this? And this is, I let everyone fill out a form in advance that says you get 4 legend level players, 2 scrub level players, and 5 players of every level in between. And you let me know what positions you want at each of those levels. And that adds up to 26 roster spots. We play with injuries off, suspensions off, so you only need 26 players to get through the season. And people have gotten really strategic about what positions they put where. They've gotten really strategic about what team they take over because of who else is in that division. It's been really fun seeing how the community has gotten into trying to figure out how to maximize their teams. So let's say you have a legend level starting pitcher. I let the game generate 5 legend level starting pitchers. You pick one, we get rid of the rest, and then we go through the list until you have a full roster. And then you pick your game strategy, and the AI runs your team for the season, and we see how you do. We have 2 other versions of this. We have a lowball version where you try to build the worst team possible. And now for that one, we flip it around. You get 2 legend and 4 scrub because we want the worst team possible. Again, people are getting clever with that too, figuring out like what's the best way to make this team bad. And then we have a dead ball version that hasn't caught on as much, but I think I'm going to play it again on stream and see if we can build up some interest in that. But that's played in 1910. It's a 25-man roster. There's no DH. You need a lot fewer pitchers, so it's a very different dynamic. But I was wondering what would happen, first of all, if we did a team of all scrub level players. Okay, so forget all the other levels. It's just 26 scrubs. And to make it, a little more of a chance of having a decent team, instead of 5 players, I generate 10 players every round. So you pick one and we delete the other 9. Did not help. When we did this, Yeah, they are going to scrub the basement if they can even find the basement. They were that bad. Um, I don't know if you know this, but in the base game, you can have there are projections for the season, preseason projections. This team of all scrubs is projected to win 5 games. Now, I did a bit of micromanaging at the beginning, did some, platooning and some moving around of players and, uh, playing with some of the settings and managed to more than double the projection. We got to 11 wins. But that really gives an idea of how bad scrub level players are. Yeah, 11 wins, 11 and 151. So that's how bad scrubs are. They are think of the worst major league player that you remember watching play and then like maybe break his leg or I don't know, tear some ligaments and then have him play. That's how bad these guys are. They could not win at all. But that was the test because I'm gonna say, okay, what am I working with? Because the idea was, and I got this part of the idea from playing cap tournaments. It sounds like an average college team playing MLB teams, maybe a junior college team or a high school team. Some of these teams in Omaha, I think, could win at least 20 games, maybe. Um, but playing cap tournaments, I thought, okay, how many legend level players would it take to drag these scrub teams to a 500 record? And last night I did the first test of what we're calling studs and duds, right? You have a handful of stud legend level players, and in the base game, a legend level player is pretty much a future Hall of Famer, right? So think about like, can you add enough Hank Aaron's and Willie Mays and Ken Griffey Jr.? Can you add enough of those players? I don't know why I picked all outfielders, but take your Hall of Famers of choice. Can they drag a team of scrubs uh, up to 500? So we tried 5. I was going to do 4. I thought 5 was too many. I was going to do 4. We did 5. They won 42 games. I'm telling you, the scrubs are bad. 5 Hall of Fame level, roughly Hall of Fame level profiles could only add, 31 more wins to that team. And these guys played great. The 4 position players finished top 4 in MVP voting. The one starting pitcher finished third in Cy Young voting, despite only being 15 and 9, partly because of no run support, partly because the bullpen is terrible, right? So they might leave a game ahead and the bullpen comes in and ruins it. And so tonight, we're going to up it to 6. We're also going to, instead of just the scrubs getting 10 players to pick from, the legends will also generate 10 legends at a time and pick one and delete the 9. Just trying to really maximize our chances of having good players despite the settings. And so here's a summary of where we've been. This will help you with the pack giveaway form, I think. Pinned to the chat is the form. Uh, Everything I just went over is explained in the top of the form. I'll walk you through the form too. Our late night crew is used to seeing this form, but I'll walk everyone through it because I know there are a lot of people who aren't able to catch us at 10 p.m. Pacific time all the time. But yeah, so here's our first test, right? No legends. We went 11 and 15. Our second test, 5 legends. We went 42 and 120. And the positions we chose, or I chose, I always test these games first. When I feel like they're ready to go, then I open it up to the community. It's just a channel point redemption. So it doesn't cost you anything. I don't make any money off of it. It's just a community building thing that Twitch does. You get channel points by watching a stream. And on some channels, like Dr. D's channel, you can do channel point redemptions to, play a Vuvuzela sound, or to summon Dave, or to summon the Count. In my stream, you can use it to play a game on stream. And then so today we're testing. This is the third test. It's the second of studs and duds. I should clarify. That's why the form says test number 2. Test number 1 was not studs and duds. It was just duds. It was all scrubs. So what will we do today can we improve on the 42 and 120? So not only did we give ourselves an extra legend, I'm going with 3 starting pitchers. And here's my thinking. If we want to try to get to 500, Having three legend starting pitchers at least gives us a fighting chance in 60% of our games, right? Assuming they start an equal number of games. Now, I am going to set it to the rotation setting of us always start the highest rated rested pitcher. So hopefully those three pitchers will get more than 60% of the starts. But this way, if we have a fighting chance in 60% of our games, maybe we can win 50% of our games. That's what I was thinking. Now, the downside is we're going to have one less position player that's a legend. We're just going to go second base, shortstop, center field. But if those three play like the four did last night, and they are the top three MVP vote getters, like we had the top four MVP vote getters last night, maybe this will get us to 500. It's a big leap though, because, that's 40 more wins than we had yesterday. But between the extra legend player and the two more starting pitchers, I'm hoping it gets us close. So that's what we're doing tonight or today. And I'll be streaming again tonight at 10 p.m. Pacific time if you want to join us to see more of this craziness. Here's the history of the picks. Right, it was all scrubs in the beginning. So this is really just to give some structure to the player generation and make sure we hit all the positions. We had five legends. We did one starting pitcher and then went second base, shortstop, center field, right field. This time we're going three legends. That means two scrub starting pitchers. That's bad. You will see it's really bad. Our whole bullpen, six scrub relief pitchers and a scrub closer, they are bad. If you think your iron 40 pitchers in a cap turn are bad, these are worse. This is like if you let your opponent pick your iron pitchers for you in a cap tournament. All right, Kaiki Santa. I hope you are able to submit a form before you lurk so you have a chance at winning packs here. But we will still have legend level second base, shortstop as real. We're going up the middle. The reason I didn't include catcher is because, frankly, I thought a starting pitcher was more important. And you'd be surprised at scrub level catcher, especially with 10 chances. We've almost always had at least two with high framing. And frankly, that's all I need from my catchers in this game. I don't want to waste a legend level pick there because they need too much rest. I don't want to use a legend level pick on a player that's going to get, 400, 500 plate appearances. I want to use my guys with 600, 650 plate appearances. So as long as I get framing catchers, I'll be happy. These are the kinds of things you have to kind of resign yourself to when you play studs and duds. Kind of like, you have to make those kinds of concessions of the cap tournament. All right, so we already started setting up the season here before the raid. So I've already we used a quick start that I've created for all of our creator roster games that take place in 2023. So all the settings are done. We know, there are no mistakes in setting it up. It's all set up according to the form. And the first thing we do is we delete out the roster because we're going to replace them with 20 scrubs and 6 legend level players. The easiest way to do that is just click this button at the top. It highlights everybody. You can do both active and reserve at the same time, which I didn't realize until we started playing these games on stream. So they're all gone. All the Yankees are gone. Oh, Cavacom, thank you for being here, even in lurk mode. I hope you were able to fill out a form and try to win some packs playing our game tonight. Cavacom, awesome streamer. I regularly watch him on Sundays when he streams the playoffs for both PT24 and PT25. Really good time, really great streamer, entertaining streamer with a super entertaining chat. Let's give Cavacom a shout out, in fact. If you are new to the game and are not already following Cavacom, I strongly encourage you to do so and check out his Sunday stream. All right, so the roster's empty. Now we have a place for all of our players to go. We don't. I one time started this by mistake before deleting the roster, and it was such a pain to then have to pick out the players we had to delete. It's much easier to do this in advance. Now, in all of our player importing and player creating games, those actions happen in the free agent screen. So you go to sign a free agent. If you're in commissioner mode, you'll have a pull down menu here for actions. And sometimes we import historical players for our Sims. Tonight, we're creating fictional players. All right, so based on that spreadsheet I showed you, we're just going to go in order down that list, which means we're going to start with 5 starting pitchers, 3 of them legend, 2 of them scrub. Let me just show you what a scrub starting pitcher looks like. Now, if you're mostly a perfect team player, the rating system is similar, but this goes from a 20 to 80 scale, which is the Major League Baseball scouting system. You can be above scale, but you've got to be amazing to be above scale. All right, so we're going to give ourselves 10, give ourselves a chance to get someone decent. There will not be someone decent. I'll tell you right now. Spoiler alert, these are all going to be bad. The best we've got is two 1 stars. That's as good as it gets. We have a pitching rating screen. Now we have 2 views here, a pitching rating screen and a batter rating screen. This is what we let people see when they play Creator Roster. This is all you get to use to make your choices. Hey, Blue Star, good seeing you. Welcome in. You know what? I'm going to pause during ads so that people who are not subscribers can still kind of follow along. All right, I think we're back from ads. I was pausing for the ads because I know in the afternoon slot we have a lot of people who uh, aren't always able to see my late night stream, so don't always understand kind of, or not familiar with the games we play. So let's say you can see what we're still doing. We do have 2 1-star players, but I often find that I'm not choosing the highest star rated players, even at this desperate level. Partly because the AI overvalues certain things that I don't value as strongly. I've noticed for the pitchers, it really tends to value stuff, even at the expense of control. Um, so the first thing I usually do, and I let players from the community who play do this too. I'm just going to delete out a few players just to make it easier. These 20 and 25 control guys, I can't handle them, so they're going to go. Similarly, I don't necessarily want to mess with these 25 home run suppression guys. Okay, this is like a decent set now. The highest control is a 35, so I'm probably going to lean towards them. I do want stamina, so that leads me to lean towards this guy. But the 40 stuff is pretty bad. So, and he's also 30 control instead of 35 control. But will I take 5 points of control or 10 points of stamina for 5 points of control? I think so. That's worth it to me. Now, compared to this guy above it, Omar Fernandez, would I take 5 points of stuff and give up 15 points of home run suppression and 15 points of stamina? No way. So, based on all that, I mean, this is like, do you want to eat a dead rat or do you want to eat a dead cockroach? You got to eat something? All right, I'll hold my nose and I'll take Mike Migliori. All right, so we add him to our team, but hopefully you got an idea of what a scrub level starting pitcher looks like. It's pretty bleak. And we'll add him to the Yankees. Happily add a scrub starting pitcher to the Yankees. All right, now I'll show you what a legend level looks like. We've got 3 of these to go. So now again, when we normally create a roster, you only get 5 to choose from. But these are desperate times. This is almost an all scrub team. We're going to give ourselves 10 to choose from. Just give ourselves every little edge we can. All right, now these are 5-star pitchers for the most part in legend level. A lot more green and blue. A lot more stuff in particular. Some really good control. Okay, now this 80 stuff's appealing, but I don't want that 55 control, so I'm going to take Darren Taylor out of the mix. This is just because I have too many choices to look at right now, so I'm going to start taking some off the mix. Now, these legend level pitchers are the only good pitchers I'm going to have. I can't have them going short innings, so all these low stamina guys, I got to cut. I can't have my only pitchers going 5 innings. I need more innings from them. Okay, but I'm really happy with this selection I have left. All right, I've got 85 stuff for 75 stuff. That's top of scale. I still have 270 control pitchers and 265s. I've got a 70 stamina guy. The rest are in the 60s. Kitty Pooper likes Luke Jordan. I like Luke Jordan too. I like the control HRA combination. Second highest stuff, second highest stamina, extreme ground ball. Kitty Poop has been in our late night streams a lot. Probably knows what I like. Luke Jordan definitely fits the bill. We're going to go with Luke Jordan. Harry the Hat. Luke Harry the Hat Jordan. All right, I'm gonna put that he's one of our legend level players. It makes it easier to spot them in things like all-star voting or box scores or news stories. So we're gonna add that designation. I'm really happy with this guy as one of our 3 stud pitchers. All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the other scrub starting pitcher out of the way. I don't want to have to do the other 2 knowing that this is coming. So let's just get this out of the way. Oh, 1 star. Again, though, we're not going by just stars alone, but that's a bad sign. It is better than all half stars, so maybe I shouldn't complain. All right, we're going to get rid of the 25 and 20 control guys. I can't deal with that. We are going to get rid of this 20 home run suppression. He has 50 stuff, but he's just throwing it hard so he can go out of the park faster. So we're going to get rid of him. All right, this is a pretty decent set we have left over now. I do like this 50 home run suppression, but the 30 stuff is pretty awful. Next best is a 45-40 stuff and 35 control, or 45-30 stuff with 40 control. Am I willing to give up 5 control for 10 stuff? Well, it also gives me 5 stamina, so we're going to go with Trevor Allen. Now, I do always hesitate to make sure, am I giving away something I'm missing by giving away the highest star player? So we're just going to do one last check. I like Trevor Allen. Okay, Benjamin Clauhessy has 5 more control, but 10 less stamina, but also 5 less home run rate. So I'm okay going with Trevor Allen. Okay, and you notice the lower level players don't have nicknames. They probably haven't earned them. They don't deserve them. You don't give the guys on the end of the bench cool nicknames. Hey, Minerva, welcome in. Good to see you. It's fun having people I don't normally get to see in our late night streams hanging out in our afternoon stream on Fridays. Whenever we're building a roster using the player creation engine that's all scrubs except for 6 legend level players. We're going to see if we can get to a 500 record. All right, so We should have two scrubs and one legend. Okay, so now the fun part, we can make two more legend level starting pitchers. Oh, what's our lefty righty mix, by the way? Righty, righty, lefty. Okay. We have righty and lefty scrubs and a righty legend right now. All right, average age is what you're able to choose, legend level starting pitcher. And again, instead of five, like we usually do for creator roster, we're giving ourselves 10. Maximize the odds of a great pitcher here. Three top scale stuff pitchers, 80. Every once in a while, you'll see someone above scale. Again, I don't want to deal with a 50 control pitcher, so we're going to cut Marco Morales. And this 55 stamina, I can't have our three good pitchers not pitching enough innings. So I'm automatically looking at this guy, Yohimus, with his 70 stamina. But the other 65 stamina guys are okay too. We'll keep them in mind. With that, I think this guy has lower control, lower stuff, and lower stamina. I'm okay cutting Roberto Jimenez. And our other 60 stamina guy, he's going to stay. I like his high control, his second highest home run rate. His stuff is lower, but um, he might still be. But that 75 control is the top of the class here. So he's going to stay in the mix. I think I'm okay cutting the 60 control guy despite his 80 stuff. He also has the lowest home run suppression left. So Juan Longoria, maybe related to Evan, maybe related to Ava, but he is going to get cut. Oh, Carlos Silva. That's an actual major league player name. So here's what we have left. This makes it a lot easier, you can see, to kind of evaluate the players. We need guys who can go innings. I'm very much leaning towards Graham. He's not extreme ground ball, he's ground ball. But the only other 75 home run suppression guys don't have 70 control. So I'm going with Graham. Sailor Bill. Graham, Sailor Bill, Yohimus. Oh, look at this. It's a good thing I have injuries turned off because his leg injury proneness is 193 out of 200. It sounds like he has Sam Bowie legs. Do you remember Sam Bowie that the Portland Trailblazers drafted? He kept breaking his legs. They drafted him ahead of Michael Jordan, and he kept breaking his legs. All right, one more starting pitcher. One more legend level starting pitcher. All right, 10 of these. All right, well, let's see. We're going to cut the low stamina guys. Oh, Ramon Martinez. Real major league name. All right, let's see. Lowest home run suppression and lowest P BABIP. I'm okay cutting Trevor Moscow. All right, the rest are, oh, there's an 80 stuff guy left, 60 control, 60 stamina. He might be the next cut. Let's see who else we got here. No one's got 70 stamina. Okay, this guy, 65 stamina, highest control, second highest home run rate, second highest stuff. Everyone left has 60 P BABIP. Dan Loy is my guy. Look at all that blue. 80 fastball, 75 slider, 75 curveball. Throw in a 70 sinker. Okay. Dan Anvil Loy. Okay, I'm very happy with my three stud starting pitchers. I think they give me a fighting chance to get to 500, but not so fast. The bullpen is coming, and the bullpen is going to be bad. Right? Here's what we got coming. We got six relief pitchers and a closer, all scrub level. We just don't have the legend level picks to waste on pitchers that are going to, not pitch as frequently. But as a group, they're going to pitch a lot and they're going to be bad. All right, reliever, average, average age, scrub level. Now, OOTP developments did, to their credit, fix the relief pitcher player generation engines. These are all half star when we were playing this before. They've boosted their ratings across the board so that even at scrub now, you occasionally get 1.5, even at 2-star here. So we appreciate that. Okay, it's a 2-star with 20 control. This is the problem with the star system, though. The AI is really valuing the 50 stuff, right? Every 50 stuff pitcher is at least 1.5 star. I value them differently. So I don't think I can deal with a 20 control reliever. So I'm just going to nuke them all. Okay, here's who's left. 20 home run suppressor. I can't do it. Even with that 50 stuff, can't do it. Okay, so here's who we have left. I'm going to gravitate towards these 35 control guys. Okay, they are the 1-star guys. That makes sense. Uh, I'm going to go with the higher stamina guy who's also fly ball instead of extreme fly ball. Yune Boomsma. You know what? When your name is Boomsma, you don't need a nickname. You got to. He has a nickname anyway. Number 60. Teyune number 60 Boomsma. It's very rare to get a scrub with a nickname. He must have a lot going for him off the field. All right, that's the first of 6 scrub level relievers. You can see why the starters still lose games because these guys come in and can't hold the leads. All right, 10 of these. Oh, a lot of stuff in this group. Of course, it comes with the bad control. So first, let me drop the home run suppressor guys. 20 and 25, can't do it. Okay, then let me cut the 20 control guys. We'll keep the 25s for now, even though 25 is dreadful. I mean, 30 is bad. Okay, you know what? 30 control, 50 stuff. It would be nice to have some guys with stuff. So, we still have some 30 control guys with stuff. So let's cut the 25 control guys. Okay. You know what? This guy has 45 stamina and he's not terrible. I mean, he's bad. He's bad, but it's all relative. He's not terrible. But his stamina is a 45. It's that many more innings. We don't have to go with someone who's just a dumpster fire. All right, another relief pitcher, another scrub level relief pitcher, building out the bullpen. All right, a bunch of 1.5 stars. That's promising. Same thing. We'll cut all the low control guys. Definitely cut the 20 home run suppressor. I think we can cut the 25s too. All right, we're down to 4. The cream of the crop. They're all 30 controls, so we don't have to look at that anymore. Now here's the choice: 45 home run rate, 35 stuff. 40 home run rate, 45 stuff. 30 home run rate, 50 stuff. Would I give up 10 home run rate to gain 5 stuff? I don't think so. So I'm going to go with Perry Hilgeman. And he's a lefty. I don't have to stretch for a lefty now. I don't have to take someone truly awful just to get a lefty. We got a lefty who's not going to make me vomit. All right. Another relief pitcher, another scrub. One of the fun things about playing low ball and playing this game though is I find that the bad profiles are more entertainingly bad than the good profiles are entertainingly good. So no 20 home run suppressor, no 20 control, no 20 control, no 20 control, no 20 control. Let's cut all those. Okay, we got some 35 controls in the mix. 35 control, 50 home run rate. Now, 35 stuff is really bad, and he is an extreme fly ball pitcher, but he must be doing something right because his extreme fly ball but has 50 home run suppression. Now, here's the question. Would I give up 5 home run rate and 5 control for 10 stuff? Hmm, maybe. Maybe. Let's try it. Let's try David Wall. I'll try to make a mental note to keep an eye on him during the season. Is this stuff helpful? All right. All right. Let's see how many more of these awful relievers have to make. One, two, three, four. Okay, we got to do 2 more and then a closer. We're almost done with bad relief pitchers. Thank goodness. I did not lie though. Scrub level relief pitchers in this game are pretty bad. Oh, look at this. This is a promising bunch. There's only one 25 home run suppressor. There's only 2 with control below 30. Look at all these choices we have left. Wow, it's like Christmas 4 days early, 5 days early. All right. Um, I think we can afford to cut the 30. Oh, you know what? Okay, I either like this guy, 40 control, 45 stuff, 35 home run suppression, or these guys, 5 less control for 10 more home run suppression. When I put it that way, that sounds like a good deal. And I want the guy with more stamina. So we're going to go Roberto Lopez. As bad as these guys are, I think it'd be a better bullpen than we had last night. Again, last night we tested this with 5 legend. Tonight we're upping to 6, and we're going with more starting pitchers here. More legend starting pitchers. Okay, last relief pitcher and then a closer. All right. Again, it kind of sucks cutting these 20 control guys because they're the ones who tend to have the stuff. But I just can't watch the pitchers just walk batters around the bases. I'm going to cut them. It's just a personal preference. Uh, oh, look at this. When I cut the home run guys, I lose my last 50 stuff guys. A bunch of left with a bunch of Nate Cornejos who have no stuff. But they'll keep the ball in the park, and maybe they won't walk as many people. Do I want 5 more control or 5 more stuff? You know what the AI thinks? The AI is leaning towards stuff. The stars are always going to lean towards the guys with more stuff here. I worry that 30. Oh, what's our lefty righty mix actually? We have 1 lefty starter, 2 lefties in the pen. So let me grab another lefty. Harry Kulik. Well, actually, he's the worst of both, so I don't want him. All right, I'm gonna go with the better stuff. He has better stamina too, so he could give us more crappy innings. All right, all right. Now we have a closer. One thing I intend to test, maybe over the holidays, is do generated relievers look different from generated closers? Uh, I'd like to do a bunch side by side and see how different the populations look. Okay, well, we don't have that many uh, control guys here. That's good. We only have 120 home run. Again, we lose all of our 50 stuff guys. They're either giving up bombs or they're giving up walks. We do have 45. Okay, look at this guy 45 stuff, 40 control, 40 home run suppression. I'll take it. Ricky Franco. He's basically the least likely to. Uh, he has the fewest holes in his profile, but he's very flat profile. I mean, you could argue with the closer, maybe you do want to go high stuff and low walk and just roll the dice every time. I totally get that. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that, but I'm gonna try it out this way. And then maybe next if it doesn't work out, next time I might try a different approach. Okay, so we should have 12 players now. Yep, 5 starters, 3 legends. Okay, great. Here's what's coming up next. We're gonna start going around the diamond. Right, so we're gonna go catcher, 2 catchers, 2 first basemen, none of them legend. And then at second base, we'll have our first legend position player. Now, with catchers, if you were in here with the Raiders, you'll know that I said that you can get some good framers at even at scrub level, especially because we get 10 dice rolls, 10 chances at it here. Okay, there are batters now, so we need to switch our view to. I'll go to all players here, and then we have a batting ratings view. Again, for creative roster, we let people see framing, infield range, outfield range, and then we break out contact into BABIP and it'll avoid case. All right, unfortunately, we only have one high framer here, but he is at least tied for highest contact. He is tied for highest power. He doesn't have much eye. His defense is bad, which means his framing is good, but his blocking and arm are going to be bad. So the other alternative is to take this 55 framer um, has better other defensive traits because his overall defense is 55. He has no power. He actually has better eye, slightly worse contact. The other 55 framer, a little a little worse defensively overall, has higher contact, worse eye. Huh. None of them are great. Let me narrow down the field so I can see them next to each other. You like Mike Turchi, Kitty? I am worried that when we see the rest of Bobby Raga's profile, his blocking and arm must be terrible. To have a 60 framing and a 35 overall defense, I think I got to take him out of the mix. Okay, would I give up 5 points of contact, 5 points of power for 10 points of eye? I don't think I would. I'm going with Scott Mays, Kitty. I like his batting a little better, even though he's going to have a little worse defense. I'm going with Scott Mays here. Oh, look at that. He gives me a little left field. We don't see that often. multi-position ability at catcher. It was a tough call though, Kitty. I know what you're going with there. And I like it, but all right, one more scrub catcher. Now, part of what we have to start thinking about is which one is the AI going to start? Oh, we got a bunch of good framers here. 60 framer, 60 defense, 40 contact, 35 power, 40 eye. That's actually not that bad right off the bat. 65 framing, 45 contact, 65 framing, 45 contact, 45 eye. I actually like this guy, Alex Pico. His overall defense goes down 10, but this other guy's overall defense goes down 25. Best framing, decent bat, decent eye. We'll go Pico. You love Pico? All right, we're on the same page then this time, Kitty. All right, next up, two first basemen. It is sad having to pick scrub level first baseman because you're used to having, big hitters at first base, lots of bombs. Maybe they can't field, but they're going to give you lots of offense. We're not going to get that here. We do see some 40 powers, though. That's promising. 40 power, 40 eye. This is what goes, this was passes for power eye at scrub level. 40 power, 50 eye. This guy's got 40 power, 40 eye, but 45 contact. This guy's interesting. 50 contact, 50 eye. Doesn't give you the power. Would I take 5 points of contact and 10 points of eye for 10 points of power? I think so. Then I have to compare it down here. Would I give away 10 points of, or would I take 10 points of contact for 10 points of power? Because their eyes are the same. I don't think I would. I think I like this guy better. All right, Jeremy Vidrine. B Dix. This is a family stream. B Dix. That's his nickname. I'm just reading the nickname. It says it right here. His nickname is B Dix. I can't remember now. Was that the first or second first baseman? First. You have another first baseman coming. What a legend. All right, first baseman, average age, scrub level. All right, you got another few 40 powers here. This 50 contact also sticks out. 50 contact, 50 eye. Again. This guy above him, 45 contact, 50 eye, but 20 power. So I definitely don't want Armando Lopez. Elias Mundo is way better than him. 45 contact, 50 eye, 40 contact, 55 eye. I wouldn't take that trade, so we're going to cut him. I wouldn't take 40 power for 35 contact, so we can cut him. This guy's interesting. 40 power, 45 contact, but he's only got 40 eye. This guy gives me 5 more contact and 10 more eye with 10 less power. I almost feel like that's worth it. All right, let's take Elias Mundo. Fortunately, can't play any other positions. I was hoping he might have another position under his belt. All right, that's two catchers and two first base, and now we have a legend level second baseman. Let's cleanse the palate a little bit of all these scrubs, and let's look at some legend level profiles. Let's find ourselves a Ryan Sandberg, who just had a 103 card come out. You get 10 chances here. Oh, look at all these. Now, this is interesting. 45 contact, but 80 power, 60 eye. I'm much more interested in this guy. 75 power, 60 eye, and 85 BABIP. Are you kidding me? The guy above him has the same contact and BABIP, but 5 less power, but a 10-point better glove. Oh, the guy I like is Splitty. He's a lefty hitter who crushes righties. He's pretty nerfed versus lefties. So, am I willing to give up 5 power for 10 glove and less Splitty? I think I have to because we don't have the talent around him to offset that split. We need these guys to be good in every at bat. We don't have the at bats to waste. If this 80 power guy had better eye, I'd take him. But we saw last night these 75 contact, 85 BABIP guys, the off scale BABIP guys, they're going to hit 350, 330, 350. Yeah, different Jason. That's right. We do need guys who can drive themselves in. Um, but there's three of them. If they're batting around each other, at least they can drive each other in too. That's why I didn't go with the power eye guy. There's an argument to be made though that power eye is the way to go here, but um, these guys with the 85 BABIP were so good in last night's sim. Perky, UC Perky Rikkinen. He's American, but is that like a Finnish sounding name? Oh, did he have other position ability, by the way? Oh, yeah, look at that. He can fill in at third and shortstop, too. Yeah, different Jason. The names are great, and the nicknames are even better a lot of the times. Okay, so that's our one legend level second baseman. We have two scrub level third baseman coming up now. All right, let's see what we got here. Bunch of 1.5 stars, which is promising. Some good eye, not any power. Some good contact, though. Do we have a contact eye guy? 50-50? 50-45? This guy unfortunately has 25 power and 25 defense. 45 contact, 50 eye. Again, also 25 power fielding. Why are all the decent hitters have 20 or 25 fielding? Well, because they're scrubs. They have holes somewhere. Well, this is interesting. 45 contact, second best. 35 power, best. 45 eye, second best. And a 40 fielder. Elliot Wendell, you're my guy. And he can play some second base in a pinch. That's important for fatigue management, right? We need these guys to be able to cover some other positions. All right, we've got another third baseman coming. Unfortunately, also scrub level. Come on, I keep hoping for a two-star, but it's just not happening. 55i, a bunch of 50 eyes here. Couple 40 powers. Here's a power I got 40 power 55i. 35 fielding. This one's 40 power 50i, 25 fielding. Worse. 40 power 40i, but 45 contact. I think I'd rather have 15 more I than 5 more contact. So, Daniel Areka, you're my guy. All right, that's three scrub third base, two scrub third baseman. Next up, we have a legend level shortstop and a scrub shortstop. We really need these legends to be good, so let's hope we get a good one here. Again, normally with creator roster, maybe you go with a good glove shortstop here. I think we got to go offense. Oh, there's a bunch of. Oh, here's an 80 power guy again. This guy's not even power I though. I can't go 80 power with 45 contact and 55 I. Not in this context. Now this guy, 70 power, 75 I, 75 BABIP. I don't care that he strikes out a lot, and he can field it at shortstop. Pretty good. This might be my guy. The other 70 power guy here doesn't have enough I. 65 power, 80 BABIP. I think I need the power here. To a different Jason's point, these guys have to be self sufficient somewhat and driving themselves in. 70, 65 is okay, but the BABIP is lower and the I is lower. So I think it's David Linares. Second highest defense, second highest power, highest I. I mean, I don't like passing on the 90 BABIP, but there's not enough power in I there, so we're gonna go Linares. I really like this guy's profile. The avoid K doesn't bother me at all in this context. The AI, well, he's got to. He'll be our best shortstop, so he'll play there. But he can play third in a pinch as well. The color Dunlap. I don't even know what that means. Is that an NEL nickname? I hope. All right, so that's our legend shortstop. Now we have a scrub shortstop coming. So let's compare and contrast our legend level shortstops with our scrub level shortstops. Oh yeah, these guys are pretty rough. 35 contact. Oh, he's also our best defender. Okay, we've got a 55 contact here, defender who can hit. I don't mind losing this guy. Okay. I don't really want to deal with shortstop defense below 40. Am I deleting anyone really good here? Yeah, kind of offensively. Okay, this guy highest second high highest remaining power, second highest contact, highest glove. His eye's not great, but we'll take Josh Wiley. All right. We have remaining a left fielder, just one. We're counting on our center fielder and right fielder to have multiple position ability here to back this guy up. All right, 10 scrub level left fielders. Ooh, not, oh, a 2-star. That's interesting. Let's see what he looks like. 50 eye, 30 power, 45 contact. That's highest contact, highest eye. Do we have any more 45 contact, 50 eye guys? No, we do not. This other guy has higher power, 5 more power, 5 less eye. Let's look at those two together. Gordon Morrison and Montrell Ciora. Ciora? 5 more power for 5 less eye. The other guy has 10 better BABIP though. Ciora can steal, but we're going to be running um, sabermetric, so that won't really help a lot. We'll go Jordan Morrison. Okay, next up we have 2 center fielders and 2 right fielders. One of our center fielders is our last legend, so let's do our scrub center fielder first. Get that out of the way. All right. Now, this is a backup, so I'm okay if maybe he's just a fielder or just a hitter. Highest power, highest eye, second highest contact, terrible defense. This guy's best defense still has eye, terrible contact. 35 contact is so bad, it's not even worth looking at. Okay, 50 highest contact, second lowest power, second highest eye, second best defense. The other guy to look at is 85 stealing. Good eye, below average contact. Yeah, you know what? I like Ismail Ruiz. He can make some contact. He can field the position. Oh, thank goodness. He can play left field. In a pinch, he can play right, but we have 2 right fielders coming, so I'm not as worried about that. But he can back up left field too. With his profile, I actually wouldn't mind if he started in left field either. All right. Now we get our legend center fielder. Last legend player we get. So AI, give us a good one. Give me a Willie Mays. Give me a Mickey Mantle. Give me a Mickey Mantle with good knees. 80 power, 75. This is a true power eye guy. 80 power, 75 eye. But you know what? I'll give up 5 power for 15 contact. Are any of these 70 power guys interesting? This is wait a second. 70 power, 65 I, 85 BABIP, and 65 defense. Okay, compared to this guy, would I give up 10 power and 10 I for 30 contact? I think so. And 30 BABIP too, but it's kind of the same thing. Okay, would I give up 5 power and 10 I for 15 contact? Oh, maybe not. Okay, it looks good, but I would rather have the power I here, I think. Oh, wait, but it's also 65 glove. Oh, I think I got to take Danny Molina. I got to take Danny Molina. He's a gold glove candidate and a triple crown threat. I got to take him. I know I'm going better all around when I need just pure studs, but high roller. I did get the money nickname. I got a legend level nickname here, Danny High Roller Molina. Yeah, that might have been worth it. High roller is pretty sweet as far as nicknames go. All right, two more right fielders that are scrubs, and we're ready to roll the sim. We're getting close to time. We're going to close that pack giveaway form. So please start working on that if you haven't already. When the roster's done, I do roll 3 minutes of commercials so that people can finish out their forms and also so the sim doesn't get interrupted by ads. Oh, scrub right fielders. Two more scrub right fielders. All right, what do we got here? 50 eyes. One has 45 contact, 30 power, 45 glove. Much better than the 30 glove here. We've got a 35 power here with 45 contact, 40 glove. And a lefty bat. I think I like Joe Lewis here. What I'm trying to focus on is scrubs that can get on base for our legends to knock in. From a star perspective or a level perspective, power is so expensive. It usually costs you way too much in everything else that they're so one dimensional. I'll take on base percentage guys, which is relatively cheap. I got some eyes here. That's nice. Oh, this Danny Barfield, son of Jesse, is interesting. 50 contact, 45 eye. Another 50 contact, 45 eye with a lot less power, though. Oh, but with more glove. Interesting. It would be nice to have a decent fielding right fielder. Okay, I've got to narrow down to a few here. The 20 power is kind of hard to take, but it does come with the best fielding of the group. But my thesis is on base percentage, which should be the first guy or the last guy. But they're both terrible fielders. All right, I'm going Jamel Jackson. You know what? It's unconventional to take a low power guy in a corner outfield spot, but I want him on base, fielding his position, and getting on base for our three big bats. Was that the last one, or do I have one more to go? That's 26 to 26. We are done. All right, so let's do this. We'll do our pitching staff, our lineups, and our strategy, and then I'll leave maybe the lineups on the screen, and then I'll run the ad roll uh, pitching staff. We'll start with asking the AI for its suggestions. Yeah, I think our second baseman is Suomi. I do think he's Finnish. Uh, let's see. I want Roberto Lopez to be the number four starter, which he is. Now, how did he rank our three legends? He went Loy, Jordan, Yohimas. Loy, Jordan, Yohimas. Okay, he went highest control first. They all have the same stuff. Um, they have the same PBABIP. So the AI went with highest control, highest home run rate, and then I guess you would say a high. Well, wait, let's go to our pitching view. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have my perfect team pitching view. Dang it. That's what I would want to see. Johannes is also the splittiest, and I wonder if that's why he's the third. He also has a high stamina, though. Now, Trevor Allen, we picked as a starter, but he's been moved to the pen. I think we need to move him back in. His profile to me is as good as Lopez's. He just has lower velocity. And our other starter is oh no, oh wait, did we take it? No, Mignoria was one of our starters, right? That's 65 stamina. I'm pretty sure he was. He has less stuff than Aguiar. That's probably why he's in the pen. But I need the stamina, so do that. Now, what you can do is just have the AI do just the bullpen. So Lopez is our closer. Aguiar and Hilgerman. Yesterday, I made the mistake of running some stoppers, and it ended up taking out our legend starter out earlier than I would have liked. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the starter hook for our legend levels really slow. I want them on the mound. All right, let's see what it does with our lineups here. Where does it put our studs? I'm guessing 2, 3, 4. Oh no, it went 1, 3, 4. Interesting. It's leading off Linares, who's got the 75 eye. I like that. He can't steal, but the AI is going on base percentage first. So our high eye guy is up first. Now, what I don't necessarily like though is he's got 70 power. It's just the first at bat though, where there's no one on base. I was wondering, do I put like Jamel Jackson up first? But why waste an out when you have our three studs coming up? He is batting second. Rikkonen batting third, 85 BABIP, 70 power. Yeah, I like that. And then our cleanup hitter, 85 BABIP, 70 power. A little more eye. Wonder if I should flip those two. Because Molina's a little more like a get on base with the walk. They both have the same contact, BABIP, and power. So if that's the case, if Molina might walk more, I don't want him. He's our last chance to drive in runs before we go to more scrubs. So I want to flip these two. And then Josh Wiley. Okay. Jordan Morrison. Jordan Morrison's a slightly better on base guy. I might bump him up. Oh, I see why. Jordan Morrison's very splitty. That's why he's where he is. Leave it alone. Ishmael Ruiz. Elias Mundo. Now, Mundo's my 50 contact, 50 eye guy. Why is he batting eighth? I'm moving him up. I'm moving him up ahead of Wiley. So, and he's better VR. So VL, how does he compare to Pico? I still want him ahead of Pico, I think. Oh, and Mundo's not even starting versus lefties? Why is that? Oh no, he's batting second versus. Oh, I see. He's okay. All right, that helps me feel better about moving him to fifth here too. He's a better hitter, I think. Okay, let's go to strategy. We'll run. We're gonna run sabermetric. Mostly, I don't want ourselves running like trying to steal or ourselves out of innings, and I want ourselves wasting outs on bunts. Let me go back and make sure I'm not missing any platoon opportunities here. Joe Lewis against righties? Not. He's just not good. Well, his eye's good. Joe Lewis against Jamel Jackson. Joe Lewis, oh, they both bat lefty. What if I switch him with the left fielder against Jordan Morrison? Oh, wow. VR Morrison's still better. Okay. All right. The AI did a decent job. Now, the one thing I am going to do is on our pitching staff, under their strategy, I want to adjust the team settings. I want everything else the same, but I want their starter hook to be very slow for all the legend level pitchers. I need them out there as much as possible, and I don't need the bullpen blowing saves for them. All right. I think we're good. We're going to save this. I'll put this up on the screen. Okay. And we're going to do a 3-minute ad roll. This is your cue to, if you are still working on your pack giveaway form, to please go ahead and finish that up. And I will see you all in 3 minutes, give or take. Wait, I was about to walk away and I noticed the ads haven't rolled. Did we just have an ad roll too recently or something? Why did that not work? Okay, well, let me try one more time. Otherwise, I don't want to put up the BRB screen because I know some of you might want to see this information to do your pack giveaway forms. Okay, it's not gonna let me start ads, so well, let's do this. I'll just get my water now. We'll close the form and do previews. And then maybe we'll take I'll try the ad roll again so I can go take my bio break. Let me just grab water now, so I'll just be away for like a minute. I won't put the BRB up, so you can keep an eye. You can use this information, and I'll be back in like a minute or so. All right, I'm back from the first part of my break. I've got fresh glass of water, got some more cough drops. I am fighting a cold. Apologize if the cough drops make you sure them clicking against my teeth or something. But I figure it's better than coughing in your ears. And I've been trying to be quick with the mute button when that's about to happen. Okay, so how are we on the Packaway forum? Is anyone just about to hit submit, or can I go ahead and close it? I did see that we got a couple more last minute responses, so I like that people are participating. I didn't want to cut anyone off. They're about to hit submit. And I will have a fresh set of pack giveaways for tonight as well, 10 p.m. Pacific, if you want to come back and try again. or double down if you win. You never know. Okay, gonna close the forum. And let's take a look at the guesses here. I'm going to hide the identities until after the sim, but this will give us an idea of what people think this team's going to be capable of. Again, we're trying to shoot for at least 500. That would be nice. I'm trying to calibrate this thing so that we can get to 500. But, I don't want to go over seven. I don't want to go to seven legends. I feel like it loses that feel of, a handful of players trying to save this squad. Here's what we've got. We've got 6 contestants. Good luck, everybody. Will this team finish with the fewest wins in the majors? 2 people think so. Will it finish with the fewest wins in the American League? Those same 2 people think so. Will it finish with the fewest in the division, the AL East? 4 people think so. Okay, so most of you think it'll be worse than the AL East, but not worse than the AL. Oakland's there. Not worse than the majors. The Nationals are there. Oakland's there. Makes sense. Makes sense. Will this team have a 500 win percentage? I mean, that is the goal, but no one thinks we can get there with this crew. I don't blame you. I 42 wins with 5 legends. It's a stretch to think we can go to 81 with 6. I do think going with 6 starting pitchers will help, though. Will this team make the playoffs? No. If you're not 500, you're not making the playoffs. This isn't the NFL. Will this team make a World Series? No. Did I ask the World Series question twice? Oh, make it to the World Series, win the World Series. No, no. We have a Cy Young Award winner. We have 4 yeses, which makes sense because we have 3 Hall of Fame caliber starting pitchers. Well, we have an MVP winner. It's a different 3, but 3 think so. Also makes sense. We have 3 Hall of Fame caliber batters. Okay, the others we'll do after the simulation. The first thing we're going to do is going to save this. I should have done this before the break because you never know what's going to happen. Now, if you haven't played the base game before, or you have, but you haven't noticed this, if you sim one day into the season, keep an eye up here. It'll say generating MLB season predictions. This is the preseason predictions it's generating. Now, when you go to MLB reports, you can go to the preseason predictions report. This is always a fun thing we do now before our simulations, and we see what does the AI think is going to happen. Okay, it does think the Yankees are still going to finish in dead last, but a 61 and 101 record, which would be tied with the Athletics for last place in the AL. And now it did say worst with the fewest wins. So if you're tied, it's still the fewest. So, we might get down to parsing some words here. What about the majors? The Nationals sim very poorly in this game. The Nationals are predicted to have 53 wins, the Rockies 56. So they should keep us out of the major league cellar. The question is, can we stay out of the AL cellar? I still think we have a shot at 80 wins, but finishing 19 games over projection, I did more than double the projection last time or 2 times ago. Can be done. All right, let's see what it thinks here. We're not going to score very many runs. That's part of the problem, 557. And we're going to give up the most runs in the AL. Now, last night, we were projecting to give up 1,100 runs. So this is a lot better. The improved pitching is definitely being reflected here. Now, let's see player-wise. It does think our 3 legend level players are going to be the 3 top hitters in the league. Molina looks to be a triple crown candidate, 320 average, 50 home runs, 112 RBIs. Really, Bill will project to be beat out on average in RBI by his teammate, Rikkinen, 322 average, 47 homers, 124 RBI. And Linares, not quite the average, but bringing the power with another 46 home runs. On the pitching side, our three pitchers are actually one projected finish ahead of Jacob DeGrom, which is insane because this DeGrom had an injury shortened season. When he pitched, he was awesome. We have injuries turned off. He projects out to an entire season to win a Cy Young Award every time out. But the AI says our Loy will be 17-7 with a 2.05 ERA, 316 strikeouts. Now, the record's worse because no relief pitchers and poor run support. Gordon predicted finish 14-11 with a 2.32 ERA, and Yohimas 14-9 with a 2.38 ERA. Same issue that our legend level pitcher ran into last night, 15-9, and led the league in ERA with a 2.30, but finished 15-9. This is like that Steve Carlton season where he was like the best pitcher in the world, and he won like half of his team's games because the team was so bad. I need to look up that season again so I can reference it a little more accurately. All right, so yeah, this is what the AI thinks: 61 and 101. So a lot of your predictions appear to be right on the ball here. All right, well, let's go to the standing screen. We'll sim this out. I did want to see. So normally I'd be trying to wrap up by now because the Nolan Network would be going on, but he's on hiatus, and we hope things are going well for him. He did say that he was looking to come back on soon, though, so that sounds like positive news. Um, okay, see what's on the schedule. I guess he added himself on recently, and I see PBE is on too. PBE might actually be able to bridge all the way to Ezra, so I'd be inclined to raid into PBE. But we like Seawit too, so we'll take a look to see who's still on when we finish up the sim. I just want to make sure Nolan wasn't back because I always tried to raid into him because that was kind of our routine on the Fridays. But as soon as he comes back, I'd like to start raiding back into him. He's been super supportive of our late night crew. Ezra Denny does OTP After Dark. And let me give a shout out to Ezra. Ezra does a super entertaining 1959, now has moved into 1960 Giants multi-season save. One of my favorite things about what he does is a seventh inning stretch where sometimes he does literally stretch, but he always shares some bit of pop culture, usually baseball related, often Giants or that era related, uh, always funny or fun or weird or interesting. One of my favorite streamers, one of the reasons I stream is kind of some encouragement from him that he gave out on stream. So yeah, if you're new to the game and not following him, I highly recommend that you give him a follow and check him out on OTP After Dark sometime. And like me, he is an affiliate. He can get you your drops. And yeah, he's a good time. And then also he'll raid into me a lot of times. So and tonight, hopefully if this raid train goes to him, you'll be raided right back into me at 10 p.m. Pacific time. So all right, let's sim this now. At least I know that I don't have to rush because Nolan's not on tonight. All right, 2023 always starts a little bit, tiny bit of a march. Just one or two games for most teams. We are 0-1. Let's see what happened. Oh, we lost 1-2 in extra innings. Ah, every win is important, guys. I know you're trying, but that's a heartbreaker. In 12, by then it's our scrub bullpen. It's out of the hands of our starter. I'm guessing he's responsible for that run in the sixth. Yeah, he went seven to third, one run, one earned, 11 strikeouts, a three hitter through seven in the third. You can't ask for more, but Logan Webb was his equal. Seven to third from Logan Webb, one earned, four hits, no walks, six strikeouts. Yeah, so pitchers duel, both pitchers out by seven in the third. Our bullpen hung in there. Aguilar, 2/3 of clean innings. Lopez, 2 innings, only 1 hit, 2 strikeouts, no walks, no earned. And it was Hilgeman. I mean, he did his job, 2 innings, 1 earned, but you just can't give up a run in the 13th and expect to win, I guess. That's a heartbreaker. Claynock says, skip the middleman, just go long and raid into yourself. That's amazing, Clay. If I didn't have to help uh, feed the girls and put them to bed, I would maybe consider doing that. But it's also why I stream at 10 p.m. is I want to make sure I have that time with the girls in the evening. But tonight, actually, they're at a party with mom, so um, it might have been possible. But they'll be back, and we will do bedtime and bath time. So I do like the suggestion, though. All right, let's go back to the standing stream. We'll do a full month. You know what? Let's watch a game. Our number two starter's on. We still have a chance. Let's hide scores. Oh, and it's against the Giants. I was just talking about Ezra Denny, and it's against his Giants. So, synchronicity. If Laptop Hound's here, take a drink. All right, all right. Let's. Our legend starter's doing his job. We're into the fourth. No runs and 1 hit so far. But there's a runner on second. Lamont Wade Jr.'s up with no outs and an 0-1 count. Base hit through the hole on the right side of the infield. If they score, we might be in trouble. We got to really hang on to these shutouts as long as we can. The outrun scoring single. Down 1-0. The rally continues. JD Davis up now. Still no outs. Fly ball to right center field. That's going to drop. Extra bases off the wall. Second and third now. 1 out. 3-0 count to Jock Peterson. I fear a walk here. Yep. Takes the pitch. Four pitch walk. Bases loaded now. 1 out. 2-1 count to Mike Yastrzemski. This is where legend level pitchers pitch out of the jam. Shallow center field. Will it score the runner? We have a stud in center field. They go to the cutoff man. So the second run did score. But we have two legends on base. Unfortunately, that means it's a scrub at bat. Elias Mundo, who did have a decent hitting profile for a scrub. I did move him up to the 5 spot. Let's see if that move pays off. It does not. It looks like we're headed. Nope, not a double play at least. Moves the runners over. Not bad. Second and third, 1 out. 3-1 count for Josh Wiley. Ground ball to first. Unassisted, but scores a run. Cuts the lead in half. Scrappy little scrubs here. I do like talking about the Yankees being scrappy scrubs. As a Mets fan, that brings me some joy. All right, Estrada up. Perez on first. 1 out. 1-0 count. Luke Jordan still on the mound. Legend level. 5th inning. Line drive into right field. That's into the corner. Off the wall. Probably extra bases. Might score a run. The cutoff man's running out into the outfield. I don't know what's happening there. They did hold the runner though. Second and third. Unfortunately, no force play. 1 out. Full count to Lamont Wade Jr. Now, a walk wouldn't be the worst thing because it would set up a double play. That did not mean I wanted a walk, Luke Jordan. All right, JD Davis. Now, the whole point of that is to set up the double play. So let's turn two here. Oh, no, not a line drive. That's in. All right. I'm going to close the door. My wife just texted me. Apparently, our youngest is maybe a little too tired to go to that party. So she's going to put her to bed and then go back out. So let me go close the door. Right. I'm assuming that means she's already asleep in the car, so hopefully it won't be too loud. Unfortunately, it means I won't get to put her to bed and say goodnight. All right, we've got first and second here. Our legend level Linares up at bat. We're down four. Need to score some runs. Line drive into left field, into the corner. That might score two. The trail runner advancing to third and not thrown out from 5 feet away. Thank goodness. Okay, now the good thing is Linares is our legend level player. We got two more legends coming up behind him. He's on third. Elliot Wendell's up at bat. This is the scrub hitting second. Oh no, pinch hitter for the scrub who was hitting second. And he goes down swinging. Good use of the pinch hitter AI. All right, now we have a legend up with two outs. 2-2 count for Danny Molina. Pops it out to first base to the catcher. Not ideal, but the lead is cut to two. Top of the eighth. Hopefully the lead stays at two because now our scrub bullpen is in the game. And that's a line drive into left field that drops in for a base hit. At least it's not a home run though. And the bases are loaded by our scrub bullpen. All right. Well, at least there are two outs. It is a 3-1 count though. I fear the walked run in coming. And they walk a run in. 6-3 now. We're up at bat. Down three. We're at the bottom of the order. If we can get three men on. Well, actually, no. If we get just one man on, we have legends coming up, starting with Linares. Unfortunately, he's followed by a scrub. So if we can get two men on, we can get all of our legends up. Jordan Morrison. He's not terrible. Ground ball up the middle, past the second baseman, one man on. We're guaranteed to at least get one legend up at bat. Jeff the Jar said, I just got back to the computer and heard the bases are loaded by our scrub. And God, hopeful it was the batter you're talking about. No, it was a reliever. All right, Ismail Ruiz up now. If we can keep this rally up, if we don't go on into a double play, we get a legend up at bat. Fly ball to right field. Oh, it drops in front of the racing right fielder. He was flying. Still didn't get with that animation. I assumed there was a dive and a catch coming, but all right, first and second now. Our 9-hole hitter with three legends in the next four batters coming up. Draws a walk. Bases loaded. No outs. Three of the next four hitters are legend level. Linares. Oh, goes down looking. Oh, man. Mays, another pinch hitter. This scrub spot has been pinch hit for twice now. Do not ground into a double play, Scott Mays. We've got two legends coming up behind you. I said do not. Throw to home. Was it in time? Yeah, they got him at home. Okay, legend level 85 BABIP guy. 70 power. 75 power versus lefties. Can we get the walk-off here? Line drive, center field. That's going to drive in at least one. Looks like two. Nope. They hold the runner? Hold the runner, which makes sense though, because you got another legend up, and you needed more than one run. So I'm okay with that call by the base coach there. Okay, nowhere to put Rican in. They got to pitch to him. Oh my goodness. Uh, I guess you just expect these legend guys to be superheroes, but they are still human. This is what these games are like, though. Yeah, it was quite a game. They fought till the end there, and I can't believe those scrubs loaded the bases to get this legends up. The legends couldn't come through though. All right, 6-4. Luke Jordan, one of the performances of the day, 7 innings, 6 hits, 5 earned, 10K. Oh, we're the only game that's gone so far. That's why he's a performer of the day. Daniel Molina goes 2 for 4 with an RBI, run scored and a walk. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna. All right, it seems as there's some doubt as to whether or not they will be going to the party after this. So I hope that Young just falling asleep doesn't derail the evening for everybody. Even though I wasn't streaming, I was not going to go to the party because I'm still getting over that cold. And I did not want to be the gross coughing person at the party. No one likes that guy. No one likes the gross coughing guy at the party. Why did you come to the party, dude? Is what everyone's thinking. All right. Well, that was disappointing but fun. It was a it was a fun game. Um, but it's still a loss. All right. Let's sim the month. 9 consecutive strikeouts by Yohemus, a legend level pitcher. That's quite a feat. That's striking out the entire side or the entire lineup. I'm gonna screenshot that. That's worth screenshotting, I think. All right, we're 10-19, 345 win%, well below 500, but ahead of the White Sox, tied with the Athletics, ahead of the Rockies. Oh, the Marlins have fallen apart in this sim for some reason, and ahead of the Nationals. Molina is third in batter war, and our two of our pitchers are second and third in strikeouts and second in pitcher war. Let's see who's pitching tonight. All right, so back in the look at our scrub starter ERAs 15.24 and 12.18. That's the problem. That's the problem. Oh shoot, I forgot to change the rotation order to highest, always start highest rested. Dang it. That's my fault. I probably gave away a few wins with that. Chef the Jar saw an interesting graphic the other day on Reddit. The last 20 game win pitcher for each team. Apparently the Rockies have yet to have one. That does not surprise me actually. Because they joined the majors on the tail end of the 20 win pitcher. And they were so bad for so long. It actually does not I did not know that, but it does not surprise me. That's a nice bit of trivia there, Jeff. Thanks for that. All right, let's sim a day. I'd like to see our ace pitch because we missed the season opener. Yep, Dan Loy against Gavin Williams. Loy's 1-4 with a 4.04 ERA. Maybe we should save it for a terrible team. The Guardians are 20-9. Who do you have coming up in the schedule that we might get to see him pitch? Oh, let's watch him pitch against Oakland. All right, let's sim to the 8th. So you can sim to a specific date here. We can sim to May 8th. Okay. So A's are 13-22. We're 11-24. We've got Dan Loy in the mound. They've got Paul Blackburn. This is a matchup of the scrub teams. All right, bottom of the first. One out. Molina up at bat. Linares on first. 2-2 count. Line drive into left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It's into the corner for extra bases. Runners headed home. Trail runners going to second. Again, that 2-foot cutoff throw, not in time. That animation always cracks me up. Run scores. Yeah, the Scrubs are up 1-0. Bottom of the fourth now, looking to double that lead if possible. On our stuff about Alex Pico, who was not terrible when we chose him on second base. That's a fly ball to deep left field, and that's gone. 2-run shot triples the lead to 3-0. Top of the sixth now. Runner on first. Let's see if Lloyd can get out of this jam. Line drive to center field. It's going to be over the center fielder's head. Runners going to third. Play it. The no play to play. Play at third is safe. 3-1. Top of the seventh now. Lloyd still on the mound. Brent Rooker at bat. We need Lloyd to go as long as he can. Oh my goodness, that's gone. Rooker to right field. 3-2 now. Reeking in at third. Elias Mundo up at bat. 2 outs. 0-2 count. And the scrub hits one to third. Third baseman dives. Throw is not in time. Scrub first baseman Elias Mundo with the RBI. Infield single. Bottom of the eighth now. Alex Pico up again. 2 outs. Ground ball to second is through into the outfield. Yeah, first baseman run out infield single. That's pure hustle right there, right, Jeff the Jar? We love that kind of hustle, especially from the scrubs. All right, Linares up now. Legend level with 2 outs. 2-1 count. Ground ball to third. Slow roller. Oh, the third baseman bobbled it. This is where I don't love that the AI skips a spot for the legends, but Jamel Jackson. We know he can hit righties, though, relatively speaking. Ground ball to first. It's past the first baseman down the line into the corner. Extra bases. Trail runner advances to third. Nicely done. And that scores 2. 6-2 now, top of the ninth. Jorge Aguilar in the game. 2 outs, 1-1 count to Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker hurt us already with a big home run earlier. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly by the scrub, and the play is made to end the game. That's a big W. We got to win those games against the teams that we're actually supposed to beat because there are so few of them. Nice win. 6-2. Player of the game. Dan Loy, 8 2/3. Almost went the distance. 3 hits, no walks, 11 strikeouts. Really nice performance there. Linares goes 3 for 4 with 2 RBI, 3 runs, and a walk. The legend's really coming through here for the Yankees. All right, that was pretty satisfying to see that win. And that brings us a 1 win behind the Athletics now, 2 wins ahead of the White Sox, 3 wins ahead of the Marlins, Oh, interesting. Only 4, 5, and 6 wins behind most of the NL Central, and 4 wins ahead of the Rockies. All right, let's into the end of May. The Jays are stubbornly staying ahead of us. Linares has a 7-game extra base hit streak, and Yohemus a 21 scoreless inning streak. Oh, the box for the owner was unchecked, yet he still bothers us. That is definitely a glitch in the game. Battle of the month, Dan Linares. Let's go check that out. That's why I did some of those mailbox settings so we can get the emails about things like Batter of the Month. Linares wins AL Batter of the Month. In May, he hit 300 and 13 home runs, 21 RBIs, and 25 runs scored. 13 home runs in a month is pretty impressive. He's only hitting 285. Was he not a high contact guy? Oh, he was a 60 contact power eye guy. Okay, that's right. Okay, it's the month of June. We're now at 19 wins, still ahead of the Royals by 1 game, ahead of the Marlins by 1 game, and the Rockies by 1 game. Trailing the Nationals by 1 win, and trailing the Athletics by 2 wins. You had a bit of a losing streak there, a bit of a winning streak though. After that, we were all over the place. UC Rikkonen, Player of the Week, and Daniel Molina, Player of the Week. Let's see how they did. Molina that week went 375, 9 for 24 with 4 home runs and 24 at bats, 8 RBI, scoring 5 times. And then we had another Player of the Week somewhere. Oh, there it is, Rikkonen. Whoa, he hit 526 in the month of June, 10 for 19 with 4 home runs, 8 RBI, and scored 4 times. Okay, 31 and 51, 378 win percentage. 5 games clear, 5 wins clear the Royals now. 3 wins behind the Athletics. The Athletics must have gone on a tear at some point. 4 wins ahead of the Marlins. 4 wins ahead of the Rockies. All right, let's into the All Star break. We got Molina and Rican. Molina's tied for the league lead in batting average. Rican in third. Linares tied for the league lead in home runs. We have the top 3 batter wars. 2 of the top 3 OPSs. Luke Jordan, second league in ERA. There's DeGrom. I'm telling you, healthy DeGrom is unstoppable in this game. Loy, second in strikeouts. Anyone keeping pace with DeGrom on strikeouts is super impressive. Yohamas is right behind him, too, with 182. And 2 of our pitchers are second and third in pitcher war. All right, let's do that one extra day to get to the All Star break. Okay. Let's check out the All Star voting. Now, with 6 legends, we do have a chance at some All Star appearances. Here's the voting. Rikkonen is third in voting for second baseman, trailing Altuve and Simeon. Linares leading the voting at shortstop with 4.3 million votes, well ahead of Seager and Korea. Molina leading the voting at center field, 500,000 votes ahead of Mike Trout. And Luke Gordon, fourth in voting for starting pitchers. He's 10-3 with a 2.17 ERA. Wow. Luke Jordan bringing it. All right. Let's see who actually made the roster. I actually won't be surprised if they more than one of our starters. There we go. Luke Jordan, Graham Yohemus, 10 and 5, 2.61 ERA, 0.89 whip, 11.9 strikeouts per nine. He's already in a 5.7 WAR at the All Star break. UC Rikkonen, chosen for the team, 320, 22 home runs. David Linares voted in, 283, 25 home runs. Daniel Molina, 331, 21 home runs, voted in. So 5 of our 6 legend level players are on the All Star team. Did we get snubbed with the 6th? Dan Lloyd, no, he's only 6 and 8 with a 3.03. So the stats are good: 0.88 WHIP, 3.03 ERA, 12.1 K. But I think with the 6 and 8 record, that wasn't going to cut it. Seems like he's having just a tough luck season here because his stats are good. He's just losing games. All right, let's go to the home run challenge. We've got Danny Molina participating as well as David Linares. They're in opposite sides of the bracket, so they could face each other in the final. Molina and Linares both advance. Molina 10 to 9, Linares 11 to 6. Mookie Betts and Brandon Belt will be their opponents. And Betts and Linares advance. And David, the colored Dunlap Linares, wins the home run challenge. That is awesome. Yeah, Jeff. He probably does have terrible run support to be 6 and 8 with those stats, but he also may have had some wins blown by the bullpen as well. All right, let's sim to. Wait, did I screenshot that? I should screenshot that. Let's screenshot that. It's actually not that common for our sims to win a home run challenge, so it's worth preserving. All right, let's we'll sim to the All Star game now. The NL wins 6-4. Let's see how our team contributed. Molina went 1 for 3. Linares goes 1 for 2 with a home run. Nice job. Rikkonen goes 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And none of our pitchers got in the game. They may have just pitched, so. Okay. All right, let's sim out the rest of July. '34 game on base streak by Rikkonen. 44 and 62, 415 win percentage. We are 12 games now, 12 wins clear of the Royals, 1 win ahead of the Athletics, 9 wins ahead of the Nationals. And not only are we 8 wins ahead of the Rockies, we are only 2 wins behind the Diamondbacks. All right, let's go to roster expansion day. We hit a bit of a losing streak there. Oh, rattled off a couple wins. 9-game quality start streak by Yohemus. Our win percentage has dropped. We're 52 and 82 now. We're still alive in the playoff race, which we can't say for the Nationals. The Nationals are the only team eliminated so far. We are 9 wins ahead of the Royals. No, Royals are also eliminated. We are 1 win ahead of the Athletics. We are 7 wins ahead of the Rockies and 8 wins ahead of the Nationals. All right, let's go ahead and do. We're in September now, so let's go a week at a time. All right, we looks like we might have split those 2 games for that week. Oh, proud of a couple wins, then a few losses there. Lost 4 in a row after getting 2 wins, 54 and 89. We're now trailing the Athletics by game. We have been eliminated from the playoffs. 56 and 94. 10 games ahead of the Royals still. The Rockies are catching up, and we're only 6 games ahead of the Nationals now. 59 and 97. Still ahead of the Royals. I don't think we're going to catch the Athletics. And we're definitely finishing at the bottom of the AL East. So I think several predictions are going to be right there. We are only 2 wins behind the Marlins, who are second to last in the NL East. All right, let's just sim to the end of the regular season. Pitcher of the month, Dan Loy. Let's go check that out. Four 0 with a .82 ERA and 6 starts, 43 and two-thirds innings with 57 strikeouts, holding opposing teams to a 194 average. That's a heck of a month there. All right. We have one game to play. We're 60 and 101. Who is on the mound? If it's one of the legends, maybe we'll watch this game. Oh, Yohamus is on the mound. Let's watch this. He's leading the team in ERA with a 2.24. And we're not playing the Royals. Oh, I I thought I was hiding scores. I did not hide scores. We win 5-0. Yohamus goes 8 1/3, 9 hits, no earned, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Rikkonen in the final game goes 2 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBI, 2 runs scored, and a walk. And Jermel Jackson, a scrub level player, going 2 for 4 with a double and 2 runs. All right, so let's see where that lands us now. Let's finish the day so everyone else sims. 61 and 101. We are 32 games out of first place. The Jays and Rays are going to have to play a game 163. We finished 9 wins ahead of the Royals, 5 games behind the Athletics. So I was thinking we'd finish ahead of the Athletics, but the Royals saved us. 5 games ahead of the Nationals, and 7 games ahead of the Rockies. Hang on, let me. I'm going to mute for a second. I'm going to respond to my wife's. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to the postseason. We'll play out the postseason. We'll do the postseason awards. Those are the last things we'll need to do the pack giveaway. That was a pretty fun. I had fun simming watching the games that we watched. The season played out a little disappointingly, but um, still better than the 42 wins. But that 81 wins is a tough nut to crack when your whole roster is scrubs. I I may just I may just shelve this game because I don't want to go above 6 legends. That just then seems to defeat the point of, you know, can a handful of Hall of Famers save this team? I think really though, it's maybe just a good learning illustration of how bad scrub level players are in this game. And maybe that's what we call it quits on this perspective game. We have plenty of other games that the community seems to like to play. So this was a fun attempt at a new game, but I don't think it's going to work out. But let's see how the rest of this game goes. All right, let's see. Oh, there's a game 163 coming. It's the Jays and Rays. And congratulations to AW, whose Tampa Bay Rays win the game 163 to win the division. We did have a home run champion in Linares and a batting champion in Molina. Let's switch to the playoff tree here. The good thing is both the Blue Jays and the Rays do make it to the postseason. The Blue Jays win the wild card. They'll be facing the Guardians, and it's the Phillies and Padres in the other wild card game. All right, so the Blue Jays win to advance to play the Twins. It's the Astros and Rays in the other game in the AL. The Padres beat the Phillies to advance to play the Dodgers, and it's the Cardinals and Braves rounding out the playoff matchups. Okay, the Blue Jays sweep the Twins. Oh, I meant to do a week at a time. What happened? We have a game score over one. Our season score is 20. The AI says this is a terrible score, but we know better. This is an outstanding score for a team with 20 scrubs. Chef the Jar says maybe one bench level player manager per team. Yeah, Clay Dog, I did consider doing bench level starting pitchers because the starting pitchers at bench level are super nerfed the way the relief pitchers used to be. I don't know that we can count on another update from OOTP developments on that front. So, maybe we go bench level for any non-legend starting pitchers. Um, I'm going to think about. I have scheduled one more try at this for tonight's stream, so we'll see how it goes. But there's something really clean about saying it's all scrubs except for a handful of legends, and it's just not enough. It also goes to show you, however bad your favorite major league team might be in their worst seasons, those guys are not scrubs. They are much better than scrubs because all scrubs wins 11 teams, 11 games. 20 scrubs with 6 Hall of Famers only wins 61 games. So makes you rethink some of your favorite teams or seasons, I would hope. But I'm going to screenshot this accomplishment of a game score above one. 20 game score points for 61 wins. You say it's terrible. We say that's awesome for 20 scrubs. All right, so let's see what happened here. The Blue Jays won the World Series. Congratulations, Laptop Hound. Did they also finish the postseason awards? No, they did not. So let's save the game so we don't lose anything. And let's go to our mailbox. That's how we're going to find out about our awards. Now, because we weren't in the playoffs, we did not turn off achievement notifications, so they will pop up if we win anything. Nothing Trust says this makes teams with dominating seasons feel all the more impressive. Yes, it does give you a much better appreciation for teams that win like 100 plus games. All right, let's see. Great Glove Awards. Do we have a chance here? Maybe. We did go legend up the middle, but I don't think we. Oh, look at that. Two. Oh, pitcher. Luke Jordan at pitcher, and then Dan Linares at shortstop. Nice. I did take the slightly less powerful bat of Linares to get his much better glove. I feel vindicated now because I believe he had a 65 glove, and I went with that instead of the slightly better hitter. I had no idea Luke Jordan can field, so that's a hidden bonus there. Any postseason awards for these scrub teams is worth celebrating here. Reliever of the year. Now, of course, our relievers are all scrubs, so let's see what we're dealing with here. Our best reliever ERA is David Wall with a 5.84. And David Wall is a guy I said we're going to go with slightly higher stuff. Let's see how it works out. he does have the best ERA on the team. So this is making me rethink some of my choices. Maybe going control home run suppression so consistently is not the best thing. Let's see if this Ricky Franco, another 45 stuff guy. Roberto Lopez, just at 6-0, third best rate, another 45 stuff guy. Yeah, Jeff, let's go back to that shortstop. No problem. But right now, I'm rethinking my pitching selection criteria. It might be worth going higher stuff, lower control in some of these cases, which is good. We're learning. Linares, 60 contacts, 75 BABIP, pretty bad avoid K, 70 power, 75 I. I believe when we chose, there was a 75 power, 70 I guy, but his fielding was a 55. And I felt it was more important to grab this 65 fielding. Um, PBE rating, thank you very much for the raid. I believe you were doing some playoffs today. Hope the stream went well. Thank you for the raid. We are doing a game here called Studs and Duds. We're trying to calibrate it so it's somewhat competitive. The player creation engine in the base game has 6 tiers of players you can create, Scrub being the worst. And the first thing we did was we ran a sim with just scrubs, a team of 26 scrubs. We do 10 at a time. We pick the best one available. So these are 26 of the best scrubs we could find. And they only won 11 games. So then I tried for this studs and duds game. Okay, what if we add 5 legend level players who tend to be kind of Hall of Fame caliber? They did much better, but still only 42 and 120, which is kind of a tribute to how bad scrubs are in the base game. And today we added 6 legends. We also changed the mix. We went with 3 starting pitchers and only 3 batters. And we did better, but still not good enough. We're trying to get to 500. We won 62 games. And we're wrapping up the postseason here so we can do our pack giveaway. But well, welcome in. I'll also be streaming again tonight at 10 p.m., which is my normal late night stream. On Fridays, I also stream at 4 p.m. Pacific time, right after Dr. Dynastic. So yeah, welcome in. We had Jeff the Jar asking to see the ratings of our legend level shortstop who won a gold glove. Yep, 70s all across, 65 turn double play. But also played gold glove level third base with a 70 rating there. But of course, shortstop's a much bigger need on our team. So let's see how he did. I don't know why he has. Oh, he played some third base too. That's why. Oh, the AI did use him at third base, probably when the third baseman was fatigued. Yeah, 17.7 zone rating at shortstop, 1118 efficiency, only 7 errors all season, 988 fielding percentage. Surprised he only started 133 games though. He from Hawthorne, New Jersey. As a New Jersey boy, happy to see Hawthorne represent. And what a bargain at 720K for the season. He is a free agent at the end of the year. That's interesting. When we create players and add them to the team, I guess we're adding them on 1 year contracts. So if you don't play a lot of base game, you can go to front office and you go to salaries. Yeah, all these salaries are 1 year contracts. I guess league minimum. Oh, because Pico's only 26, I guess. He has a couple years of arbitration eligibility. But yeah, this whole team is gone after this season. One and done. Let's see. What other awards might we be getting? Again, these awards are important for the pack giveaway because there are some questions based on them. Really? Oh yeah, we were looking at reliever of the year. Yes, we have no candidates for reliever of the year. I would say most of the winners have a below 2 ERA and at least 30, 40 saves. But what I was saying is these pitchers with the relatively higher stuff, lower control that I kind of took out of necessity, they did tend to pitch better from an ERA perspective than the pitchers I would have optimized around. So I am going to put more emphasis on stuff going forward. So I learned quite a bit from this sim. Let's see how our wars were. Yeah, only our legend level pitchers had positive war. Everyone else is negative. And as far as starters who are not legends, 8.95 and 9.59 ERA, 1 in 20 and 3 in 24. All right, let's go back to the mailbox. Next up is, oh yeah, let's get the Reliever of the Year award out of the way. We're not even get votes here. Wow. Okay. There we go. Six pitchers got votes. The winner was Bautista. He is a frequent winner of this award in our Sims. Okay, never mind what I said about sub 2 ERA. 5 and 1, 41 saves, 0.54 ERA. This is an all-time closer season here for by Felix Bautista. Clase came in second. I don't know how Clase got even one first place vote compared to that Bautista season. He went 11 and 5, 45 saves, and a 1.92 ERA. Clearly a Cleveland beat writer voting for Emmanuel Clase. Okay, what's next? Platinum Stick Awards. Well, we have three legends here. I think we're going to win three Platinum Sticks. That's my projection. Three times we win the Great Bat. UC Rikkonen at second base, hitting 316 with 37 home runs, 8.8 WAR. David Linares at shortstop, not just bringing the glove, but hitting 264 with 44 bombs, 113 RBI, 10.1 WAR. And in center field, Danny Molina hitting 348. I told you those 85 BABIP guys are going to hit the mid 300s. 348, 40 bombs, 9 stolen bases, 114 runs scored. That is a heck of a stat line. 12.2 WAR. He's my favorite for MVP right now. Yeah, holy, right, Jeff? That's quite a stat line. All right, rookie of the year. We don't have anyone eligible. All our players are 26 to 29 years old. And Cy Young. Now we're not going to have the wins. Yeah, I thought for sure shortstop too, but that's a heck of a season. I think. Well, look at this. We had two guys with 325 strikeouts and 326 strikeouts. What were their stuff ratings? 75, 75. Okay. I guess in 2023, 75 stuff can get you over 300 strikeouts. Yeah, shortstop had a good season, and the center fielder said, "Hold my beer." That's right, Jeff the Jar. Two guys with over 325 strikeouts. But I think if it's going to go to one of these guys, it's going to be the 2.17 ERA, 0.86 whip of Johannes, who was actually the quieter of the pitchers during the season. We kept seeing Loy and Jordan winning Player of the Week, Player of the Month awards on the leaderboard, but I think it's Johannes who put together the best season. But DeGrom is always the wild card here. He is usually dominant. Let's go back to the mailbox for this. Oh, we did not get the pop up, so I think DeGrom probably won it. Yeah, our pitchers came in second, third, and fourth. DeGrom sweeps the voting, 21 and 8, 1.74 ERA, probably like 400 strikeouts. 380 strikeouts. Can't really argue with that pick there. The sub two ERA and 380 strikeouts. But we did take second, third, and fourth. So these are legend level performances. I think with more wins for better run support, we might have had a chance to overtake DeGrom, but the sub two ERA and the 380 strikeouts, that's hard to overcome. All right, next up is the MVP. So yeah, I think early on it seemed like, let's sort by OPS. All right, I think Linares seemed like the favorite most of the season. But when you factor in that 264 average, now Linares though has the gold glove, which I don't know if the AI factors that in or not. But Molina with his 348 average, 40 home run, 108 RBI season seems like the candidate for me. But they all did their work. Linares, though, this I'm surprised 60 contact only leads to a 264 average. These are our two 85 BABIP guys. They hit 348 and 316 respectively. Look, Rikkinen actually below expectation for me. The 1002 OPS is great, but I thought he would have a much higher batting average. The two guys who had 85 BABIPs last time, I think they hit like 340 something and 350 something. So Molina is definitely on track. Yeah, looking for the mailbox. All right, MVP award. There you go, Molina, legend level. I do like when we have those pop ups with the news stories and it says like Molina, parentheses, legend. In my mind, they're saying Molina, legend. They're actually saying it. It's been a year of triumph for veteran Danny Molina, legend of the New York Yankees. That's how it plays in my mind. So yeah, center fielder Danny Molina, 40 home runs, 108 RBI, 348 average, in the tradition of Aaron Judge. We do sweep the top three MVP spots, just as we did last night with the four legend level batters. It does seem pretty important, though, to go with more than one starting pitcher that's legend. Um, it's just without the fourth batter, there's not enough run support, and without three starting pitchers, you're not going to have enough chances to win games. So, just doesn't feel like six legends is enough. But again, goes to show the importance of those even average and bench level players. They are super important. All right, well, I think we know enough now to do our pack giveaway. Let me let me unhide the Twitch identities of our participants. And let me put it on the screen for you. Now, even after we determine a winner, we do go ahead and do all the quantitative ones just because it's kind of fun to see how well everyone guessed. So here are our six contestants today. All right. So we're not going to filter. We're going to just highlight who's still alive. Will this team finish with the fewest wins in the major leagues? We did not. Kaiki Santa, Flying WV, It's Granky, and Jeff the Jar all still alive. Will this team finish with the fewest wins in the American League? No, but it was not the Athletics who saved us from that. It was the Royals. No, no, no. Same four still alive. Will this team finish with the fewest wins in the division? Yes, we did. So that's Flying WV and It's Granky advance. Will this team have a 500 win percentage? No. Will this team make it to the playoffs? No. World Series? No. Win the World Series? Absolutely not. Will a player from this team win the Cy Young Award? We did not. We finished second, third, and fourth, but Jacob DeGrom wins it. So it's Granky takes first place. It's Granky. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but congratulations. That means Flying WV comes in second. Flying WV often in our late night stream and has played several of our community games. So congratulations to both of you. But it's nice seeing a familiar late night name winning some packs. Hey, Flying WV in the chat still. Congratulations. Good guessing there. We'll keep going here. Will a Battle Team win the MVP? Yes, we did. We swept the top 3 spots. I'm going to resize these. Oops. I meant to resize all of. Oh, I'm hitting caps lock. That's why it's not doing it. There we go. Okay. How many regular season games will this team win? I actually have to remind myself by looking at the standings. I think it was 61. Yeah, we won 61 games. Oh my goodness. Fine WV cementing his position in the pack winning category with guessing 62, 1 win away from the actual. Nicely done. What is the highest WAR generated by any of this team's players? We will start with the pitchers. They usually have a slightly lower WAR. Top pitcher was 10.7. It's actually pretty high for pitchers. But on the batter side at 12.2. Nails it exactly. Flying WV, 12.2 exactly. My goodness. What will be the regular season batting average of a player who leads this team in batting? That was our MVP winner, Daniel Molina, with a 348. Holy cow. It's Flying WV again. What will be the ERA of the pitcher who leads this team in ERA? Minimum 100 innings pitched. I don't think that'll be a problem because it's going to be one of our starters. 2.17 by Johemus. 2.17. Jeff the Jar with 2.12. Nailing that one. The regular season OPS leader. The OPS leader is again our MVP winner, Daniel Molina, with an 1132 OPS. Whoever gets the highest here, it's Clay Dog. 1132 is insane. That's a crazy good season. How did he get to 1132? I mean, the 348 batting average is a good starting point. He walked 88 times for a 451 on base percentage, and then the 43 doubles, 7 triples, and 40 home runs boosted that 682 slugging. That all adds up to 1132 OPS. Very nice and a great guess by Clay Dog. Surprisingly, everyone was low, quite low on that. Yeah, 7 triples. Yeah. Uh, Even with Clay Dog's best guess, it was still more than zero point 0.1 below. Did he lead the league in triples? Let's take a look. We probably had maybe a double-digit triple guy, maybe. Holy cow, Blanco had 19. We had 5 guys hit double-digit triples, including Stephen Kwan of the Guardians. Wow. I'm glad you asked that question, Jeff the Jar, because I never would have guessed we had 5 double-digit triple hitters there. And we know historically how hard it is to hit 50 doubles. We had 2 guys hit 50 doubles here. Now, this is the combined leagues. This is AL and NL combined. But Molina did lead the majors in OPS. So while we're here, the last question is, what was the regular season whip of our whip leader? with at least 100 innings pitched. Again, it's Yohemus with a .86. 0.86. No one gets below 1. So our low guesser was again Flying WV. Flying WV, I'm extra glad you won PAX because you really crushed the numerical guesses today. Very nice job. Jeff the Drawing Claydog also coming in with winning guesses. So second place with Flying WV, 3 packs headed your way, and it's Granky, first place, 7 packs headed your way. And I don't know if it works for your schedule tonight or not, Flying WV, but if you come back tonight, I'm streaming again, try to win more packs. All right. Well, I hope everyone had a good time. For those of you who don't usually get to see me late night, I hope you enjoyed your sample of what we do there. Um, and as always, thank you to Dr. Dynastic, who always kindly raids into us in our Friday afternoon streams, and for PB Easton for the raid as well. Thank you very much. Okay, normally we'd raid to Nolan, who would then raid into Ezra. But, well, it turns out Seawit is on. Let me check in and see if, I'm going to ask Seawit real quick if he's going to be streaming much longer. Sounds like they're deep in conversation, so I think they will be on for a while. Oh, Jeff, you'll be there tonight? Awesome. All right, sorry, Flying V. It'll be great to see you. So we're going to rate into CWIT DCFC. And yeah, CWIT does lots of good analytics and roster building stuff. I really enjoy his stream and his approach to the game. So hopefully you have a good time in there. And thanks for joining us. Hope you had a good time, everybody. See you soon.
Why do you keep following me around? Look.